Hi everybody, my name is Ariel and I'm one of the registered dietitians from Access to Healthcare Network. So as you can see, I'm working from home, and in working from home I have definitely been missing those dining out nights where I get to eat some of my favorite guilty pleasure meals. But today I'm going to show you that you can eat restaurant quality food and it doesn't have to be so guilty after all, and it can be in the comfort of your own home. Okay, so the first step is preheating your oven to 375 and getting your vegetables ready. So I have today Brussels sprouts, and you're gonna do about a pound, give or take. You're gonna wanna cut off a little bit of the end and then cut it in half, and then just throw them on a baking sheet. And then after that, you'll drizzle it in a little bit of olive oil, mix it up, and add some salt and pepper to taste. So the next step's gonna be boiling our noodles. If you have just regular noodles at home, that's totally fine, but today I'm gonna be using Banza, and I cannot be more excited about a noodle than I am about this stuff right here. Not an ad or anything, but it's made from chickpeas, and I swear to God it does not taste gross. So in using the chickpea noodles instead of the regular, it's quite a bit higher in fiber and in protein compared to regular pasta. So if you're trying to make your Italian meal just a little bit more balanced, it can be a really good alternative. So just a little tip about cooking the Banza noodles. They do boil really quickly, and if you let them go a little bit too long, they'll get a little bit mushy. So it's important to keep a close eye on them and take them out as soon as they're done. They will create a little bit of a film similar to when boiling beans, and whenever you're done with them, you want to rinse them and strain them with warm water just to get kind of any beany film off, and then it's going to be perfect. While we're making our noodles and our vegetables are in the oven, we're going to start making our sauce. So first you're going to get a little bit of butter, about 3 tablespoons. I like to use the Smart Balance just because it's a little bit lower in that saturated fat. And you're going to add your garlic just to get it to simmer to get that flavor going. The recipe calls for at least 2 cloves, but as you can see, I am not garlic shy, so add as much or as little as you want of the garlic. And go ahead and have 1 cup of skim milk. I use because it's a lower in saturated fat as well. And I'm using bone broth instead of regular broth. It's a little bit higher in protein, so you're gonna sneak that in as well. And you're gonna need 3 tablespoons of flour, okay? So I went ahead and I added all of my 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of broth, and 3 tablespoons of flour, which is gonna help it thicken. You're going to want to cook it over medium heat and stir it until it starts to thicken. This could take up to 10 minutes. So the next step is grating your Parmesan. You could also buy the kind that's already grated, but you're gonna want about 1/2 cup, either way. To thicken, you can go ahead and add your Parmesan cheese and mix it in well until it's fully incorporated. An optional thing you can add here, like I like to do for myself, is add a little bit of serrano peppers if you want it to be a little bit spicier. So after you've added your cheese and you've added your salt, your pepper, you can add parsley, kind of any kind of seasoning you want, even squeeze a little lemon in there. You're just gonna let it rest a little bit to thicken a little bit more. You'll take your Brussels sprouts out when they've just cooked a little bit brown. And then the next part is the assembly. And there you have it. You have a delicious and nutritious meal that's packed with protein, fiber, vegetables, and all that yummy stuff that we've been craving while we're stuck down in quarantine.